Hey there everyone, this is Kay and you're on the Collective Soul Tarot channel. Welcome back to the channel. It's lovely to be here again with you guys today. It is Friday, so thank goodness, and I hope you're all doing well and looking forward to your weekend time. And let's go ahead and start with the collective reading for today's date. Now it's timeless, remember, but today's date is August the 23rd, 2024, Friday. Yeah. Woohoo, August's almost over with too. Can you believe that? It's gonna be Christmas soon. It is. So anyways, yes, it's timeless. So whatever day you have it upon this video, if it's not watching it today, then it'll be perfectly divinely timed for you. And if you haven't subscribed and you would like to know when I upload a new video, it would be good if you could subscribe to the channel. It's free and you will be notified every time. That would be fantastic. Thank you so much, and I want to say a warm thank you to new subscribers. Thank you for joining the channel, and to subscribers that have been around for a long time, thank you so much. I'm just over a year now with the channel, so I'm looking forward to making it to my second year. Anyways, let's get started. I'm going to call in Archangel Michael and Holy Spirit. If you like this video, would you consider giving me a thumbs up, like a like, and even comment and share if you feel so inclined. Thank you. I got the past card already. It's flown out of the deck as directed by Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael, Holy Spirit, thank you so much for being here and already giving us the past energy. Thank you for enveloping me in your beautiful angelic wings, light, love, protection, and guidance. Please guide and assist me today for this collective reading on this day, for our collective of what they most need to know through the cards and the energies, interpreting the energies as directed by you, Archangel Michael. Thank you. So, let's go. Let's hit the pavement and run. I'm so corny with all my sayings, but that's okay. Okay, so the past energy is Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands. So we're going to put it over here because you know how I kind of talk about the past a little bit to give you kind of, I don't know, a reference point as to where the rest of the reading's coming from. So yeah, Ace of Wands is a very fiery and passionate, desirable new beginning. Is the Ace of Wands is the aces of the deck are always divinely offered. You don't have to take it, but if you do, that's like you be benefiting a great deal. So you've been offered a brand new in the very most recent past. That's where you left off. We'll have the recent energy here, but the recent past is you've been given an opportunity to feel inspired, to take action, and to go towards your dreams and just anything that you have a desire to do or be or want. All right, so what led up to this? What led up to this? Archangel Michael, we've got, these cards are sticky together. The Emperor. Wow, you were the Emperor energy the last reading, collective, but there's the Emperor. Woohoo! And then what's the clarification? Six of Coins, generosity. Well, why did I move it back there? You know I'm going to talk about it. Come on, Corey. Yes, that's my name, Corey, but I go by Kay. Okay, let's see. The Emperor and Six Coins. Six of Coins is generosity. It's balance and generosity. All right. So you are, or someone has come forward towards you in Emperor energy, maybe married, but maybe also, or it's either and or married and sitting in Emperor energy, because you can be married and be in Emperor energy. I mean, why not, right? But then there's the other thing that you can just be, this card could just symbolize someone who's married, usually a man, right? Because Emperor. But again, remember, collective, like I say always, these are energies. These are not gender specific. They're just energies. So 6 of Coins is generosity. It could be that somebody had reached out to you, or they want to reach out to you, or you are the Emperor and you've kind of become more of an Emperor energy because you're more balanced. You're more balanced, and as a result, feeling generous, right? Because when you're balanced, when I say balance, it means your emotions are in control. You're not like most of us. Every day are going up and down from one thought to the next, from one person's whatever they say or do or don't do or say, we react to it one way or the other. We're either really happy about something or just like not so happy, or when your emotions are in control, you're more like this, like little tiny molehills of change. Okay, you might have a very jubilant, exciting time where you'll go up high, or you'll have like a scary, fearful moment, but you just bring those two back into equilibrium as like within moments, right? If not sooner, within moments. So look at my poor finger. I scraped it on my wooden front door as I was dragging a parcel in from outside, and oh yikes, it just like, it bruised it. And I did it on the other side too, because the door's only so wide, right? I had a big parcel. So anyways, ouch. But yeah, you will keep your emotions pretty much in check when you're balanced, when you have evolved. And an Emperor is an evolved individual, okay? Someone who takes control. You can be a woman, gender, female, sitting in your Emperor energy. So remember that, okay? You are not only feminine like an Empress, you also rely on, or at least make utilization out of your masculine, more masculine Emperor energy. But evolved, in touch, feeling good in nature, feeling good in your own clothes, like feeling good in your own skin, just in touch, tapped in, tuned in, turned on. This feeling of generosity or balance is making you feel like you can pretty much do anything. And as an Emperor, you can, because you build empires, all right? Empresses, they birth new worlds or new ideas, right? And the Emperor builds on them. So if you're a female, you are capable of having these great ideas, because that's just like the feminine trait that we all have. We are maternal. We give birth to things, right? So when you're in touch with your masculine side, that yin and that yang, right? This is the yang, and the feminine collective, it would be the yin. But when you're in touch with your yang energy of the Emperor, you make things happen. You really do. You just like, you make waves, and you construct, you lay foundations, and you build and you build and you build, and you just like, you're very successful. Okay, you've got all 4 kings in the Emperor, and that is, the swords, the King of Swords, the King of Cups, the King of Pentacles, and the King of Wands. You take charge, take control, you're truthful, you seek the truth, you're good with dealing with documents and paperwork if you need to. You have a heart, like you're empathetic, you can be very, very sweet and kind. You are, and then what's the other one, the Pentacle? You are, if you're not financially abundant, you're financially resourceful. You always have the ability to do what you need to do, because somehow the resources come to you. You make it happen somehow. It might you even be lucky. Like I have a sister who's like, she's always winning something. It's crazy. I barely win anything, but then be truthful, I never enter anything. So like, you can't really say that. But my sister, she's always winning something. It's just unreal how often she wins. And it might just be like $20, which was her last time. She told me the other day. But she still won something, which, you know, I don't. But anyways, I am abundant in other ways, let's just say. But yeah, this is your energy. Whether you're female or male, collective watching this is your energy, because now you're like fired up and you're going like, woo, woo, I want to do this, I want to do that. I'm just like, holy cow, I just have so many, you know, dreams or so many goals I want to, or there's just maybe one thing that you really have been gung-ho about wanting to experience, like wanting to do. But maybe you just didn't, that wasn't the right time, not the right resources, whatever the situation was. However, the universe is giving to you balance, and because you've become a different person, you've evolved. You know, you're balanced and now feeling quite generous with your time, resources, and you're caring, right? And your words. That's all 4 kings, right? So this is really great news. It is. So let's see what the current energy is, the environment that you're in. The King of Coins. You can't get any better than that in this story. Oh my goodness. King of Coins. Yep. This is the environment, okay? The energy of the environment you find yourself in, or with somebody. The people around you are, they're generous, they're balanced, they're evolved. Kings, right? Evolved. The environment is evolved. It's rich with this is Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy, right? And that's very grounded energy. They are very grounded individuals. They work hard and they know how, they have a focus on their finances. They are very focused on their finances. They want to have, they want to have the steady kind of income. They want to have the steady kind of, the ability to put money away for retirement. They want security and safety. And that because of who they are in this energy, that's just something they're made of. They come across as a person where you feel like you can be secure with them and you can be safe with them because they're so grounded, they're so solid, they're a solid human being. So that's the human being, but the environment is the same thing, okay? So understand that. Although I'm talking about a human being, about those qualities of a Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus human being, this is your environment, the energy of the environment you're in, or you've got the people around you who are much like this. So what's your energy in this story? 2 of Swords. Oh, okay. 2 of Swords. She's got her eyes closed. Usually there's a headband or bandage around the, not a bandage, but, blind, what do you call it? Eye, that covers your eyes. Jeez whiz. Okay. But she's got her swords crossed, which means she's not, she's really not being very effective in her thinking at this time, her thinking and, her words. She's basically, when they're crossed, right? You got your words crossed, you got your thoughts crossed. That means that you are inept at this time, not wishing to speak your truth, okay? If they were like this, you'd be speaking your truth. You would be taking action. If not like physical action, it would be saying, sharing your piece, like saying your truth, speaking your truth. And it's like their thoughts are kind of like crosswise, crosswise, where you're not looking at things the way they need to be. Your perspective's kind of skewed at this time. So you're sitting on the fence, or the branch in this case. Look how angelic you are, though. Look at you. That's all you have to do. You just open up your eyes and uncross your swords, and your wings, you can use your wings to lift yourself off the branch, because you kind of settled, like that must be way up in the tree, right? You kind of came down from heaven and settled yourself there, where you have so much potential. because you're an angel, and we all are. Trust me, we are all angels. We're all angels. It's just some of us hide our wings really good, to the point where we don't really look like an angel at all. We might look like the opposite, right? But underneath all of that is still your angelic wings. And so you are an angel. You're just choosing. You're making a choice to kind of like put your angelness, if there's such a word, put your angelness kind of to the side for now, back burner. Because if you were living in your angel energy, like allowing yourself to express yourself as an angel, you wouldn't have your eyes closed. You wouldn't have your thoughts crossed, your swords crossed, your truth crossed. You wouldn't. And you wouldn't be sitting around. You'd be out there helping. You'd be helping others, helping yourself and helping others. So right now you're reticent about doing that. You're not making a decision one way or another. You need to, but you haven't been. And you're basically refusing to see a situation for what it is. Like I said, your thoughts are kind of skewed. You're not seeing something from the correct perspective. Even though you're way up in a tree, you can see so many things that others can't see from that who aren't at your advantage with being in the tree that high up, right? Same with like being on a mountain or whatever. You can see the valley below, so you can see so much more than others cannot. You have the ability to have a really great perspective on life, on the situation, but you're choosing to like keep your eyes closed about it. And here's this really great environment energy. Great environment energy. You've got this really great energy here from the past where you have you got your wings as an emperor, right? Let's see what the situation energy is. It's the Four of Swords. Okay, well, that's fair enough then if it's a sleeper. If it's a sleeper situation, I see that it's a sleeper situation. So basically, the situation is meant for you to lay your thoughts down and just like take a minute, power down and be introspective and heal whatever this energy of the situation is asking you to let your first of all I must say this is a Three of Swords plus the sword, right? Because Three of Swords, what's this Three of Swords? Heartbreak, it's disappointment, it's pain, it's suffering. And then you have the fourth sword, which is the one in the other cards that you see in the regular Rider-Waite tarot. The man's hand in the card, he looks like he's a knight of some kind, laying there on, it looks like a coffin, but it's just a brick, a solid concrete bed. That can't be comfortable. But anyways, they're laying on their back. They're trying to sleep, to have a respite time, because there's three swords up above them. They're trying to deal with something that's really been heart-wrenching or hurting or painful or suffering. But down their hand, their left arm is hanging down, and there's a sword down there that as soon as they've had a chance to rest and to try and heal their painful, Three of Swords situation, by laying your thoughts down, to not be so like contorted or skewed in your perspective. Just lay it down and let the divine work on you from a restful state of mind, so that when you're ready and feeling ready, you get up as more of a healed individual. Like, if not completely healed, you're on your way to healing, and you grab your sword, that one down there, which is this one here, you grab your sword and you start leading, moving forward again in your life, no longer sleeping and resting. You're moving forward with truth and honesty. You're going to make your mark in your life now, because you've given yourself a chance to heal. And you have been, like this situation, Archangel Michael, he said, wait till you get to, he said, wait till you get to the potential outcome. He says, but you've got the energies yet between the two of you to pull. The Sun, okay? I can understand now. And let's see what the potential is. The Eight of Swords, oh yeah. The King of Swords. And the Seven of Coins. And there's the Five of Cups too. All right, we've got them all out on the table. So the Sun, this is enlightenment, right? This is happiness. This is success. This is just, you know, positivity. This is the God, you know, like the God Ra. I mean, it's powerful and strong and you know, valiant and successful and just overall great happiness and joy. It is also like nurturing. It's nurturing and healing, the Sun is, right? It gives us life, the Sun does. And this is the energy between the two of you and the situation's energy. Situation's energy is about resting in order for you to feel, you know, to get up and feel that courage and strength again to grab your sword of truth and move forward with confidence and truth. And you may very well be trying to do that as an angel, of course. Like I said, we're all angels. But you may very well be trying to do that by shutting, he just said shutting out all external chaos and chatter. All external chaos and chatter. Okay, so that's what I'm getting from this now. Is that instead of being in the Eight of Swords, kind of all wrapped up in your head, in your thoughts, keeping yourself imprisoned by your thoughts, right? Going around and around and around, rumination they call it. And you're all tied up to this tree, but you know, it's so loose, you can get out of it very easily. And you can remove your blindfold. That's what I was looking for, blindfold. Instead of being like that, you're choosing, you don't have the blindfold on. You don't have the blindfold on. Like I was trying to figure out why she doesn't have a blindfold on. When she doesn't have a blindfold on, she can open her eyes very, very easily, and she can uncross her swords, and she can fly off that branch and, you know, come down to the valley, right? Below her. So I think that you're making a decision to be able to put all our other concerns and worries and you know, if you're having, let's just say you're worried about money. Let's just say, okay, you are trying to tap into your divinity to be able to block out and not give any mind or focus to that which you're afraid of. That which you're afraid of. I get that now. Yeah, that which you're afraid of, you're trying to block it out of your thoughts, okay? And not see what you would normally, how you would normally see a situation. You don't want to see a situation for how you would normally see a situation. So, with the money thing, right? If you're feeling like you're shy on funds, you have money problems, you are trying to change that. You're trying to, what I'm trying to say is, as an angel, you're trying to manifest a positive outcome, right? But you have been wrapped up. The potential is that if you don't rest your weary thoughts about what, like if it's money, you have thoughts that are damaging to you, that is like thoughts of lack mindedness, right? You have thoughts of lack-mindedness, let's say, as an example, and therefore, or lack of feeling worthy, right? Therefore, we continue to, because of our thoughts and our heart beating simultaneously to the resonance of the thought. So let's say you have a low vibe thought, your heart is going to be a low resonance, which isn't a really great magnet for all things great, okay? It's a great magnet. It's a magnet for all things not great, because it's small and it's tight, right? It's small, and when your heart is resonating in a low vibration because of the quality of the thought that the heart is responding to, right? It's kind of a tight energy. It's a tight, dark energy. Tight, dark, depending on where you're at on the scale, the emotional scale. When you have grander thoughts of happiness and joy and feeling safe and worthy and abundant and prosperous, then those thoughts are going to make your heart is going to respond to those thoughts in very expansive, beautiful, plentiful ways, right? So it's not tight anymore. It's expansive energy that your heart is putting out, emitting into the universe. And the universe always reacts or responds to however we're thinking and feeling. That's our magnet in us. What our quality of thoughts are and our heart resonance. Is it tight or is it expansive? And the more expansive you are, the more the universe can bring into you to match that energy that is expansive, like prosperity and abundance, right? Feeling worthy, feeling confident and high self-esteem and loved and just loving and just, the best person you can be on two legs, right? And when we're not having those thoughts and we have those thoughts of fear, which is the feeling lack, unworthy, and so on, so forth, angry, mad, annoyed, depressed, anxious, all those thoughts that cause us to feel that way, that is that tight, dark energy, and you're not expansive. You're so wound up, just like this. You're so wound up into a small area, like a small space of spirit or a small space of time. How do you say that? I mean, how do you define that, right? But this is the you ruminating. That's that tightness of those darker thoughts of fear that is not your truth. It's not your truth. The angel wings are your truth, because that's divinity. So the more tighter you are, the more you end up causing this universe to respond in tight ways. So if you feel like you're lacking something, that's feeling like your pocketbook is tight. It's tight, like, in other words, saying, how they call people tightwads? They might have a lot of money, but they don't share it. But then there's the tight kind that where you're just, you're penny pinching, and you just don't have a lot to be able to pull out of your wallet, kind of thing, because it's just not there. If you're feeling happy and hopeful and irregardless of your physical, what you're trying not to see, your physical, you've seen the results of not having enough money. Like, you start thinking, I won't get paid for another week or so, or 2 weeks, whatever. And the groceries are getting low in the fridge. So every time you open the fridge, you see that your milk carton's got this much milk in it, and you got another week or so to go before you can actually pull a few dollars out of a wallet that you don't have to buy another jug of milk for the family or for you, whatever. So you're feeling that tight resistance of that grievance being, I just don't have enough. I don't have enough. I don't have enough. I never have enough. Why don't I ever have enough? I'm always like living paycheck to paycheck. That kind of stuff, right? That's this stuff here. Okay? So what you need to do is, what you've been doing then is that you've been trying to allay all those worries. Allay all those concerns. You're trying to put them to rest. You've got the situation where you're able to do that. Okay, that the environment is giving you that opportunity to feel abundant and prosperous. The situation is that you're feeling like you need to. Your environment is that, but you're just not feeling it. You're just not there. You haven't been there because you have these worries and concerns. You're seeing your bank account go down, 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 like it always does, right? So you're trying to make a difference in your life by becoming a different manifester, a different attractor, okay? A different magnet. And that's why there's this card right here. That is the reason for this card. And the energy is enlightenment that's between you and this situation. It's the sun, it's the God, it's the healing, it's the positivity. The energy is that when you close your eyes and block your thoughts about having those same fears of feeling lack, and put those thoughts to rest, you actually allow the divine to come in and bring that energy into your mind to enlighten you, to tell you you're just fine, you're well, everything's well, all is well. Bringing that energy between you and the situation that you are fearful of is going to, you know how the light comes in and it dispels the darkness right away, right? So there's like, once the light comes into your mind about your truth, which is that you aren't unworthy, you aren't lacking. There's a whole universe of abundance and prosperity around you, and it starts with, pardon me, starts with, that's not working. Light's not working, guys. It starts with you looking at things differently and blocking those old thoughts, those ruminating thoughts of not having enough and not maybe going to ever have enough, right? So unless you do that, you will continue to stay all wrapped up in your worries and concerns and continue to attract and experience a life of lack instead of taking advantage of this energy of abundance and prosperity, right? But what this card is also saying, and I'd say it's more so saying, is that you're going to see, this is where you are, you see. This is where you are. This is what you're all wrapped up in your thoughts about this, but this is what you're trying to block. You're trying to stop yourself from being like this, in that so much worry and concern, and feeling like you're trapped in your situation, that things will never get better. You're trying to block that right there, just like that, through respite time. And this is the energy that's going to help you. You're enlightened enough right here. You're enlightened enough to know that all you need to do is close your eyes and lay your head down or lay your thoughts down and get yourself enlightened on the situation, what the real truth is. So then you'll be unbinding yourself, you see, with the truth of the truth-seeking King of Swords, who's, also part of the Emperor, and evolved King of Swords. And the Seven of Coins is that you will be watering your abundance. You will be expanding. You will be growing. You will be harvesting. You will be planting and harvesting an abundance, okay? Seven of Coins is nothing to sneeze at. It's pretty darn good. Of course, 10 of Coins is like the best, right? But in tarot. But the 7 of Coins is pretty darn good too. It's not the 6 of Coins. Well, of course, this is the 6 of Coins, but that has a different meaning. But it is the pinnacle of you actually reaping what you've sown, because you're having better thoughts of abundance and your self-worth. All right, you're telling yourself the truth now. You are leading the way in truth and honesty and leaving your emotions where they belong. Your emotions do not belong when it comes to the practical world of making sure that your livelihood or your physical well-being is taken care of. You keep your emotions where they're at. Get your emotions here. All right, so they're fairly neutral, not one way or the other, and just keep trucking forward, right, and planting more seeds of that prosperity and abundant mindedness, okay? Because as you do, you're going to really be reaping the finances or whatever it is that you want in abundance. And abundance is anything, wealth is anything, right? Prosperity is more like, you know, finances. So, but you have this present day energy to tap into, to feel very, very abundant, and so that you can do what you want to do, that you had set out to do in the past. You started something. You started something, okay? You did. You've been offered an opportunity to start something. You took charge on that. The universe has been quite generous with you, and you have been feeling quite balanced for that time in the past. And then this energy, it's still here because you brought it in. It's still here. It's abundant energy. It's just that got yourself into some, tied yourself up all into knots, fear of what if this abundance goes away? Am I going to be back to square one again? I'm going to be doing what I was doing before, living paycheck to paycheck, not enough milk, not milk or food in my fridge, and it's still a week to 10 days before payday, that kind of thing you've been afraid of. So you're trying, I have to say, good for you. You're trying to change your perspective. You're trying not to have those same thoughts again, because you have started something really, really good and abundant, right? And you can make it all go south, all go awry on you if you continue to stay like this old pattern thinking, this negative patterns of thinking. If you don't tell yourself the truth and set that as your new seeds, your new foundation, what you're going to harvest in return, you will not have the advantage of this energy here. But it looks like, from what I see in this reading, is that you are going to be releasing yourself from this, because you are very mindful and consciously working on that old negative patterns of thinking, of lack-mindedness, feeling unworthy and not confident that you're going to have what you need, that this will go away, and so forth and so on. I hope that makes sense to you guys. Let's go ahead and find out some more from the wisdom of the Oracle on this story. Archangel Michael, if you would be so kind. The wisdom of the Oracle. What does the Oracle have to say about this great, it's like, to me, it's a great story of hope and success. This is what you got right here. That energy. You will reach your mark. You will harvest. You will reap a harvest of great abundance, okay? More so than you've had in a long time. There's that yang energy I was talking about. That is too funny. Ooh, building blocks, yes. Oh, perfect. You're Archangel Michael. You're just so cool. I just love you so much. You're so cool. Yep, yang, the Emperor energy, your masculine energy. This is also masculine, right? Your masculine energy. Rely on your masculine energy. That, the fear can be quite emotional as well. So if you allow your emotions, because the King of Swords does not deal with emotions at all. They're a truth seeker. They speak the truth, whether it's going to hurt someone's feelings or not, it's going to be said. So you're relying on your masculine energies here, so that you can say, look, there's a lot I can do to ameliorate my situation. And what I can't do, I am strong in mind enough to be able to say, I have got this. I've got this. The divine's got my back. If I heal those, maybe it's time for you to finally heal those old negative thoughts, those old patterns of negative thinking, of lack-mindedness. Maybe it's time for that. And this is what you're feeling like you're being inspired to do so, enlightened to do so, is to this is finally a time in your life where it's time for you to let that go. Let that old fear where'd you get it from? Did you get it from your family? Like, were they always pinching pennies and always instilling on the kids of how there's not enough money for this, not enough money for that, you can't have this, you can't have that? Like, is there something from your childhood that taught you to feel like money was so important that, you know, you weren't going to be getting what you want out of life and feeling fulfilled in any way if you didn't have enough money? And let me say, if you're feeling unfulfilled in some way, it may not have anything to do with your finances. It may have something to do with the fact that, now I'm not speaking to you as a collective, but it's for anybody else, because you're there already. You're the angel, you're kings, you know, king energy. It could be because you're feeling as though you haven't tapped into your truth of the worthiness that you are from the inside out, you know, the truth of who we are. That is enough to tell us how worthy we are, because, you know, if God loves us, then why don't we love ourselves, right? We're not tapped in, so there's that void, right? There's always a void because we're not including the divine in our reality, our physical reality, which of course is half of who we are, and it's the better half of who we are. The other half is the human side. Then there's the being side, which is that better half, right? Human being. So we might not be having a relationship. I'm not talking to this collective, but I'm just saying we might not be having this relationship with our inner divinity that is making us feel unfulfilled. Because if you've got a void, you're not fulfilled, right? There's a void that needs to be filled. So I'm feeling unfulfilled, and it might not have anything to do with finances or resources. It's just the fact that we need to turn to our divinity to fill that void, which is the void of us not turning in and having a relationship with our true self, our authentic self. That's the void, is that we've forgotten for whatever reason, through childhood rearing, just coming into this life, you know, through the veil, from being pure spirit to becoming a human being. We have that veil of forgetfulness, and we forget that we are the spirit, not the human being. So that automatically creates that void in our physical life. And if we don't somehow remember, or, you know, start turning back towards who we really are and getting to know ourselves, our true selves again in this physical life, then that void remains. And it may have nothing to do with how much money you've got. It has everything to do with just forgetting that we just need to focus on who our true selves are, and that happiness and joy and peace and contentment comes from that. That balance comes from that. Right here, that evolvement comes from that. Okay, so I hope that was helpful for you guys, and have a happy Friday, rest of it, and a great weekend, and we'll get back with you on Monday. Bye for now.